Guys, I thought we persevered well through the game, and I was very pleased, with our offense in the second half. 17 for 32. It was just such a good feeling to look at the stat sheet after the game and see that, because we just, we struggled to score and to, see guys, make plays and make shots. It's it was rewarding, for these guys to work as hard as they do. Jalen Graham, happy for him. He's, had COVID before this, right before the season, and just had some stuff he's been going through. This is only his fourth day in like the last 20 days of playing basketball. So, for him to deliver with some big plays on offense late, and I thought he battled their big guy under the basket, and then Marion, I thought a huge three. And then he made a good pass to JG. So guys that we want to see start playing better. I'm happy to see that, and I thought we executed well late in game.
Was it gratifying to see him bringing Marion off the bench for the first time this year and him responding in time?
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily going to see that the whole way, because I think he's going to find himself, and again, he was playing well and leading our team and playing good defense, and we so once he did get in, I don't think I took him out really in the second half. So, but I wanted to start the game just a little bigger initially, and wanted to focus on scoring and some in the paint, and I thought we had some really good looks in the first half too. It just we were 4 for 17 from three at the half, but we had some open ones, just weren't quite hitting. But we got it in gear on offense, so it's good to see that.
Was that the last play of the game? Is that exactly what you guys kind of drew up?
We saw that in ball screens they were really aggressively staying with the guard. Once we set it, so wanted to get a little pocket pass to JG at the elbow. It was, I maybe would have liked there to be a little less time on the clock as he made the shot, but yeah, it was, and we wanted DJ in the right corner just because I didn't think they would rotate up off him, and so yeah, it worked out well.
Coach, when you last convened here less than 48 hours ago, you said there were some shot selection issues in the second half against Colorado. I'm curious about your thoughts on the shot selection today.
I thought, I touched on the threes in the first half. We were 4 for 17, but I do remember their guys were pretty open. I thought they were, some good attempts that just didn't go in the basket. But there was more of an emphasis on scoring inside and getting the ball to Kamani Lawrence inside. And Kamani had, some really good work on the offensive glass too, and just getting more high percentage shots in the paint overall. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that.
Basically got benched or didn't play a lot in that game. Then the last two games he's been critical player, and he hasn't practiced. So what do you make about just kind of his turnaround?
I don't know. I mean, really, that kid is, means a lot to me. He and I have built a good relationship this year. We sat down and talked just about the whole season, and it hasn't been easy for him. And we're both like, came into this year with high hopes, and we haven't lived up to what we had hoped for, and it was just kind of more of a let's try and take advantage of every moment we have the rest of the way this year, and I could tell in his body language and how we communicated leading into the Colorado game, and I wasn't even sure if he was going to still be able to play because he's been under the weather, but we made that commitment to each other, and he's more than honored it so far.
When did that talk come?
We talked. I want to say the Wednesday that I got back out of my isolation, and he was still couldn't even come in. We did a FaceTime and met, and it was a really good meeting. So I'm hoping that I do my part, because I know that he needs to have the ball, and he could make things happen when he has the ball, and I trust him, and hopefully we'll continue to both trust each other, and he'll play that way.
You saw the communication with him and Kamani on the floor, but defensively, I mean, I know from last game, the quick turnaround, do you feel like the communication at least is improving this game defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that their big guys got good size. He's pretty physical, and I thought we battled well. All the front court guys really did, and we took care of business, when we needed to. Other than the bank three, when that happened, I was like, oh man, like this is probably just like our year has gone so far. But Yeah, I thought they really were our guys really were up for the challenge around the basket.
Do you remember the three that Marion hit in the first half? Kind of looked up and like, Utah called a timeout. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Could a shot like that for a guy who's been struggling with the shot lead to the victory in the second half when you guys really needed it?
He just had a different way about him today. He was very determined, and he was way more decisive. I don't think he was. He got in the lane. He had a couple of nice finishes. He didn't play perfect, but you could see signs that this is the guy that we had watched a lot through the summer and the fall. It was good to see him get a positive result, and that certainly could have led to him having more confidence to make that one later.
You guys defended really well on the last, I think, 2 possessions. Even the basket they made, you guys played great defense, and they got kind of threw one in. But what about kind of just clamping down there?
Yeah, I mean the kid Jenkins, made a tough mid-range shot. It was late in the clock too. Those are tough ones when you guard well for 29 seconds and someone makes it virtually at the shot clock ending. But yeah, we didn't let that discourage us. We just the team's been through a lot of adversity, and we've been in a lot of close games, and we've found ways to win close games. So we know we could do it. It was good that the guys had another response there on that last possession.
Even though Kimani's had a pretty good season, you almost like not taking for granted what happened on Saturday. He's shaking off a rough start, and tonight really tenacious on the offensive boards, 4 boards on the football.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we just, we had a hard day. It was not easy, after the way we performed in the second half versus Colorado. So, but Kimani was a guy that when I left, the facility, and I had a good feeling about how he would compete today, because he said, we're going to be different. We'll be ready, coach. And so he's just kind of gave me confidence. So I knew he was going to, bring energy and bring effort today. And he made a lot of effort plays for us in that game to help us win.
Bobby, what can this win do to build some momentum going into a very difficult part of the schedule?
I think you're seeing a lot of in the standings right now. It's, there's some congestion. A lot of 2 and 3, 3 and 2. So this was a big game for us to really get our feet under us again and get a good, good feel heading onto the road. And we stopped the 3-game losing streak. So now we have a chance to build off tonight and hit the road next week.